Stuart Milk, the executive director of the Harvey Milk Foundation, which is the recipient for Diversity Honor. Stuart, welcome, and thanks for taking a moment for
Thanks for being here. We love Hotspots, and we love what you do. We love your podcast in particular, so thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you. Stuart, tell us in a nutshell, why is an event like Diversity Honor so important today for an organization like Harvey Milk?
Well, like my uncle said, although you cannot live on hope alone, you need hope. And without hope, life is not worth living. And so we are in a day when, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Well, we're in the 1 step back in many ways across the world. Uganda just not only was LGBTQ
they
people
banned us, basically.
Well, but no, it's now a offense that's punishable by death.
Yeah.
So we've been banned there, but they took it a step further. So and then we've got the attack on the drag community here, and we've got the attack on the trans community, and it's that saying that the arch, as Martin Luther King said, the arch of the moral universe bends towards justice, but it does bend very slowly. And as you'll hear in my remarks tonight, we need people to help bend that arch.
Yeah.
So we need news programs like this. We need people to understand that you can celebrate our community and at the same time challenge our political system to not move backward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got some incredible people that you're honoring this evening. I mean, we've got Chevron Jones, we've got Latrice Royale, we've got Carol. I mean, you got like the creme of the creme this year, and most years you do, as well. How does that process go to pick these individuals?
Well,
and these organizations, the Bears of South Florida as well. Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard because we have so many amazing people in our community that are doing incredible work.
Yeah, Stuart, I want to ask you briefly. It's a great opportunity to have Stuart Milk and the Harvey Milk Foundation in South Florida. So much of what we're watching here in Florida out of the current legislative session, but especially the governor's mansion and his march to next year. I'm just curious from your seat. If your uncle was alive today watching what we're seeing in Florida, what do you think he would say?
Well, I think one of the things he would do is challenge the way we're dealing with it. With Anita Bryant said that we're recruiting the children. So guess what? He started his speech, I'm here to recruit you. We need to take the dialogue. DeSantis says, well, woke has come here to die. Well, we should say, no, woke has come here to allow people to live.
Yeah.
It means the celebration of diversity. I think we need to directly use their language and not take semantics away from us and allow us to challenge that.
I'm curious. I hear that observation loud and clear. Are you optimistic that the LGBTQ community is going to take up the challenge that you just gave them?
Well, I am always optimistic. I just came back from fighting with Russian antagonists who almost got Euro Pride stopped. And we were able to work with the Serbian Prime Minister. The Milk Foundation, we were the only international organization there. I met with the Prime Minister.
We reported on that, by the way.
And I met with the Prime Minister, and she ended up bucking her party and the majority of her people. And guess what? The world didn't end. People saw it didn't end. They had a pride parade. No one was hurt. There were some police that had a battle. But at the end of the day, it enriched that community. And I think people can see that. And you as a political leader can stand up to hate, as Anna did, the Prime Minister, and still keep your job. And that's what we need to get out there.
My final question for you, Stuart, is with what we've watched, so many people in our community say, well, we got marriage and now we're satisfied and we kind of went into a lethargic period. For those that are listening to Stuart Milk of the Harvey Milk Foundation, what do you want our community to do?
Well, I want us to remain visible. So, and all members of our community remain visible. Marriage equality has no one is going to say take away gay and lesbian rights because people have gone to gay and lesbian weddings and they know gay and lesbian people. Less people know people who are of the trans and non-binary community. And therefore, we need to keep the visibility moving forward. My uncle realized that the reason we didn't see progress is that nobody was visible when he was running. And so we need to keep that. We need people to keep taking off those masks and prove that our visibility is an empowerment, not just for the LGBT community, but for every minority community.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're here. Faye and I are here at Diversity Honors. It's a big party to recognize the lions in our community, but it is a party for a purpose, and that's the support of the Harvey Milk Foundation and Stuart Milk and their vital interest and purpose in our community. Stuart Milk, thank you very much for being with us.
You deserve a drink or 5. Go,
Thank
have
you.
some.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.